Hello everyone, welcome to the Hindu Editorial Vocabulary, Reading and Summary Series, presenting by Diction Addiction. Today's Hindu Editorial title is Endless War on Why Saudi Arabia should end its Yemen blockade. So first section is vocabulary. Under these, we will see and discuss the important and new words from the today's editorial. This will help us to understand the article in a very meaningful way. The first one is overlooking, means you are failed to notice. You don't notice it. Why are you overlooking the issue? Means you are not caring, or you are not noticing. Or above the head, it goes above the head. That is what is called overlooking. Disastrous, extremely bad and devastated. Or devastated is called as disastrous. Humanitarian means compassionate, altruistic, unselfish. Humanitarian, you remember, humanitarian grounds means compassionate grounds. They are very in difficult condition. You are helping them when they are on humanitarian grounds. They don't have any other alternatives. Catastrophe, causing sudden and large damage. Causing sudden and large damage. The entire thing would be collapsed. Catastrophic. Containing means covering, encompass, control. Yeah, this term is very popular during the COVID-19. That containment zones means that area is covered and nobody is allowed to go inside or coming outside. Containing means you are restricting that entry and exits of that place, or that person is called as containing. Blockade, country is surrounded by the large number of soldiers which will control the entry and exit of goods. That leads to the people are going to starve. Oust means removing someone from position by force. That's what is called as oust. Territories means place, area, or land is called as territories. Teeter means unsteady movement or unbalanced movement. Anytime it can fall down. That is what is called a teetering. Brink means on the edge. The situation is very precarious. Anytime it can be fall down. That's what is a brink, on the edge, or verge, or margin. Preventable, can be avoidable or avertable. Stares, I am staring at you, means looking at something very carefully and constantly. Indians have a tendency to stare at the foreigners. They do stare. They will not do that. They will do nothing but stares at the people. But that is very big thing to the foreigners. Staring means this is what is staring. Famine, extreme scarcity of food. No food is available. That is what is famine. You are heard about Great Bengal famine. Means no available or no sufficient food for the people of that land. They would be suffering a lot, and they will have a very lean structure with no mass, only bones you can see. Or starvation. Lose and lose. It is just quite reverse to the win-to-win situation. Means win-to-win means both parties getting benefited and have advantage. Lose to lose means nobody is getting advantages. Are there at the disadvantaged stage. Means the parties who are involved in the activity or that particular program, everybody going to lose. That situation is called as lose to lose situation. Legitimacy means rightful, correctness, or lawfulness. Aid means financial support or assistance from the other countries or other people to run that activity very smoothly. Aided college means the government will give the salaries to the employees, but rest of the maintenance would be taken care by the trust or other. That's what a aided college means. They are getting assistance from the government. So this is all about the vocabulary section. I feel we have only 10 to 15 words, so it is easy for us to remember as well as use them whenever we face appropriate situation. Now we will move to the second section, that is what is called loudspeaker. Under loudspeaker, we will read the article and try to involve the article. The Biden's administration decision to end US support for Saudi Arabia's Yemen war is a signal to Riyadh that Trump era open support it had enjoyed the matter of the past. The US offered support to Saudi Arabia campaign against the Houthi rebels in Yemen when Barack Obama was the president. Donald Trump continued that policy, overlooking the disastrous effect of the war that has turned Yemen, one of the poorest Arab countries, into a humanitarian catastrophe. In its last hours, the Trump State Department designated the Houthis, who are backed by the Iran, as the terrorist organization. Right groups have condemned the move, saying that the designations would complicate aid efforts as Houthis control a sizable part of Yemen, including the capital. Mr. Biden has taken a different line in initiating steps to remove the Houthis from the terror list, among other actions. This is a part of larger attempts to rewrite the US West Asia policy which under Mr. Trump was almost entirely focused on containing Iran. The administration message seems to have reached Riyadh. Saudi Arabia encoded a nearly 4-year-long blockade of Qatar, another American ally, after Mr. Biden was elected president. It has also signaled that it would carry out domestic reforms, keeping human rights in a focus, but it is yet to make any definite moves to wrap up the Yemen conflict. Yemen is a case study for war that has gone wrong on all fronts. When Saudis started bombing the country in March 2015, their plan was to oust the Houthis from Sana'a and restore the pro-Riyadh government. Despite the Saudi-led attacks, the Houthis held on to the territories they have captured. While Saudi-backed government of President Abdurrahman Mansur Hadi was teetering on the brink of the collapse. After 5 years of fighting, the United Arab Emirates pulled out of the war last year, and UAE backed Southern Transitional Council wants Southern Yemen to be an independent entity. While these multiple factions continue to fight, more than 10,000 people were killed in attacks and tens of thousands of more died of preventable disease. Yemen also stays at famine. It is a loss war for everyone. Saudi Arabia has failed to oust the Houthis from Sana'a and now facing frequent rocket and drone attacks by the rebels. The Houthis are living in a permanent war, unable to provide even basic service to people in the territories they control. Yemen's internationally recognized government practically lacked any power and legitimacy at home as the war is being fought by other players. Ending the war is the best interest of all parties. Mr. Biden should push Saudi Arabia and its allies to end their blockade of Yemen and initiate talks with the country multiple rebel factions. This is all about reading. If you look into the article clearly saying that Saudi Arabia have a enmity with the Yemen occupied by the Houthis since 2015. From that time, the government of America, led by Barack Obama, gave support to the Saudi Arabia to fight to oust the Houthis from the Yemen. But that could not happen. Almost 6 years now, it did not happen, and people are facing a lot of troubles, and it became one of the poorest of the poor country in the world because of war. Almost 5 to 6 years. There is no way that they can improve, right? So since recently, U.S. government has taken initiation to stop the, or it will not fight along with the Saudi Arabia on with opposite to these Yemen. Instead that, in addition to that, American government also declared that Houthis is not a terrorist organization. Houthis are really supported by the Iran. Now, American government wants to bring a clear change in the West Asia policy, where this is what is happening. In addition to this, you can see that the Yemen is really suffering with the poverty, hungry, and a lot of people are dying because of preventable diseases. There was an outbreak of cholera. Cholera was eradicated from the world, but now it is sustained in the Yemen and spreading among the individuals, as well as it is killing the lots of people. The government, which is there in the power at this moment, led by the Abdur Mansur Housi, he is not able to deliver the effective mechanism to tackle the Houthis, because the Yemen is not fighting against the Houthis. Other players like Qatar, Riyadh, and America were playing against the Houthi rebels. So there is no issue there is an issue from the Yemen, but that can be sorted out. But now people are really worried that any war is a lose to lose. Whoever starts the war, they are the first loser, and whom against they are fighting, they are the second losers. Hence, war is a lose to lose program only. Wherever you fight, irrespective of the location and region, the war is a biggest loss to the community. Hence, I request all of you to not get indulged into any kind of fighting. Right? So this is all from my side, and we will meet again in the next day or editorial. Until then, bye-bye.